it's me, and we're fixing to mask up, Mask Monday. I have the Azure Vitamin C and Collagen Moisturizing Face Mask. This has some claims here. Brightening, restoring, and wrinkle reducing. Hey, I'm in for all that. This was, I think I got this at TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is a good place to get these kinds of things. They're usually not expired or even close to expiring. They're just extra inventory on somebody's shelves that they just, got rid of. And you can get them at a really reasonable price. I also wanted to share, I went on TikTok and I bought a bag of these little baby Jesus. It says, Jesus loves you. I don't know. Will it let you see it? Probably not. Anyways, they're adorable. They're small. They're made of rubber. So, I don't know. Is rubber plastic? What? You see how tiny they are. They stand up easily. They're, But, like, if you have a car, you can put one on the dashboard, whatever. So you get a bag of them. And the point is to kind of hide them or hand them out. So whenever I go out, I have like 5 or 6 with me. If I go in a store, I might put one on a shelf, where a customer or a stock person might find it. Hopefully they don't just toss it, but that's on them. That's not on me. A lot of times I'll give one to the cashier, or I'll just leave it sitting there, so that a customer can see it and possibly pick it up, and hopefully it'll make somebody's day, make them feel better. And the point is, when you find one, okay, not me because I've got a pocket full of them, but when you find one and you get it, if you receive one, you keep it for a little while, keep it close, and then when you see the opportunity, when you feel in your heart that God's telling you, okay, somebody here needs this, then you pass it on, so that they're constantly on the move. Jesus is always moving. We need to be still and let Jesus do his work, but Jesus is constantly moving. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you because I've been having so much fun doing that. We did have our giveaway drawing for our 450 subscribers, and I will let you know when we come right back. Okay, so I forgot to video it, but I, had Jake draw out of a cup, and Gracie Lou Bargain Guru is the winner of our 450 subscriber giveaway. I will be pulling out the things that I have for the 500, which is pretty darn cool. And, we'll get on with that. But congratulations, Gracie! I already have her address, and I have everything in the box. It's, I just need to tape it up, address it, and then actually go to the post office. So there's that. I have been using, I do TikTok a little bit, and there's been a lot of quotes from the Bible on TikTok coming up, and I'm like, I wonder if that's true. So I've been looking up some things, and one of them was something out of Corinthians, and I ended up, because it was really anti-woman. Like, I was like, this has to be taken out of context. So I believe, though, that it was taken out of context. However, I thought, oh, Corinthians isn't very long. It's a really slim book, I thought, I'm gonna just go ahead and read that. Let me tell you what, I am not ready for Corinthians. I don't understand half of what they're trying to share. I just don't get it. And I think it has a lot to do with gossip, because the subject has a lot to do with talking and when it's okay to talk and when it's not, but it doesn't really talk about what the subject matter is. So I think that they're talking about gossip, and that, you know, gossip is a sin, but I'm not actually positive. It's a long time before we get that far, so kudos to me for even trying, and hopefully by the time I get there, I'll be more ready to understand it. So, chapter 12, oh, yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, I can't see the word. I can't see the word. Okay, so we start out with Abram, and we have these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begat Lot. There's a familiar name. Haran died before his father, Terah, in the land of his nativity, and in the Chalids. Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai. The name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. Sarah was barren, and she had no children. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from to go to the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran, and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. Wow, that's young compared to everybody else. Okay, so now we're going to start on chapter 12. That was just kind of a review, right? Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will shew thee. I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and I will make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Abram, I believe he did right with that. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken to him, and Lot went with him, and Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. Abram took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. That's weird. And they went forth to go to the land of Canaan. And into the land of Canaan they came. Abram passed through the land unto the place of Sichem, unto the plain of Moreh, and the Canaanite was then in the land. So Canaanites, I'm assuming, are people, so there was already Canaanites in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, Unto thy seed I will give this land. And there builded he an altar unto the Lord, who appeared unto him. He removed from thence unto a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, having Bethel on the west, and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord, and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed, going on still toward the south. There was a famine in the land, and Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was grievous in the land. I don't know what sojourn means, so, if you do, comment, because I have no idea. And it came to pass, when he was come near to enter into Egypt, he said unto Sarai his wife, Behold now, I know that thou art a fair woman to look upon. Therefore it shall come to pass, when the Egyptians shall see thee, they shall say, This is his wife, and they will kill me, but they will save thee alive. Say, I pray thee, thou art my sister, that it may be well with me for thy sake, and my soul shall live because of thee. Okay, so he's going to lie, or he's going to have her lie, and they're going to go, instead of wife and husband, they're going to be brother and sister. And it came to pass that when Abram was come into Egypt, the Egyptians beheld the woman that she was very fair. The princess also of the Pharaoh saw her, and commended her before Pharaoh. And the woman was taken unto Pharaoh's house. He entreated Abram well for her sake, and he had sheep and oxen, and he asses, and men servants, and maid servants, and she asses and camels. And the Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues. The Lord plagued Pharaoh and his house with great plagues because of Sarai, Abram's wife. Pharaoh called Abram and said, What is this that thou hast done unto me? Why did thou not tell me that she was your wife? Why said thou, She is my sister? So I might have taken her to me to wife, and now, therefore, behold, my wife, take her and go thy way. So Pharaoh took Sarai. I kind of had a feeling when they said that. I was like, so it's going to save you from getting killed and them taking her for a while. But what's going to save her? God, that's what. You should have just been truthful from the get. Pharaoh commanded his men concerning him, and that they sent him on his way, and his wife, and all that he had. That is the end of chapter 12. I think maybe we can do one more. This is interesting. The Bible is interesting. Okay, my hand, I gotta change hands here. My hand's getting a little, I need something to set my Bible on to read, I think. And Abram went out of Egypt, and he and his wife, and all that he had, and Lot with him, into the south. Abram was very rich in cattle and silver and gold. He went on his journey from the south even to Bethel, unto the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Hai, unto the place of the altar which he had made there at first. And there Abram called on the name of the Lord. And Lot also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents. And the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together, for their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together. There was a strife between the herdsmen of Abram's cattle and the herdmen of Lot's cattle. And the Canaanite and the Perizzite dwelled then in the land. So there was not enough grazing for everybody to be there. Wow. We understand that. Abram said unto Lot, Let there be no strife. I pray thee between me and thee, and between my herdmen and thy herdmen, for we be brethren. Brothers, right? We're brothers. Stop the fight. Is not the whole land before thee? Separate thyself, I pray thee, from me. If thou wilt take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if thou depart to the right hand, then I will go to the left. And Lot lifted up his eyes and beheld all the plain of Jordan, that it was well watered everywhere, before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, even as the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as thou comest unto Zoar. Okay, so we're looking at the plains of Jordan, and it's got water, which means if it's got water, it's probably got good soil, because that kind of goes hand in hand. If it's got water and soil, it's probably got lots of good grazing. Lot chose him all the plain of Jordan. Oh, Lot. And Lot journeyed east, and they separated themselves, the one from the other. Abram dwelled in the land of the Canaan, and Lot dwelled in the cities of the plain, and pitched his tent towards Sodom. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord exceedingly. And the Lord said unto Abram, after that Lot was separated from him, and the Lord said unto Abram, after that Lot was separated from him, lift up now thine eyes, and look from the place where thou art northward, and southward, and eastward, and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed forever. And I will make thy seed as the dust of the earth, so that if a man can number the dust of the earth, then shall thy seed also be numbered. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it. I know, I'm not staying in the film here. Arise, walk through the land in the length of it, and in the breadth of it, for I will give it unto thee. Then Abram removed his tent, and came and dwelt in the plain of Mamre, which is in Hebron, and built there an altar unto the Lord. And then is chapter 14. So, a lot has gone on. Abram and Lot have, like, they went places together. And they sort of, they ended up, what, in Egypt? And the Pharaoh, you know, really liked Abram's wife. It sounds like he gave Abram a whole bunch of cool stuff because, like, in trade for the wife, who they had, you know, said was his sister. Then the Pharaoh found out that it was not his sister, it was indeed his wife, and the Pharaoh was insulted. Hello, of course he was. Why did you not just say from the get-go? I mean, have faith in the Lord. The Lord will protect you. And Pharaoh kicked him out. Said, you know what? You insulted me. You insulted my honor. Just take your stuff and go. So they left. But then they ended up kind of back where they started, where they set up the first altar to the Lord. And now they had cattle and sheep and, you know, like livestock. And there just wasn't enough grazing for all that livestock. I mean, what, you know, come on. Sheep are bad about digging it up. Cows will only eat down so far. Sheep will eat down further, so it'll look like it's green, but the cows can't get to it. And then they start digging it up by the roots, and then pretty soon you got, you know, the Great Dust Bowl. So, So they asked God what to do, and God said, look, you're gonna have to kind of part ways. One of you's gonna have to go this way, one of you's gonna, and find grazing for your animals and, set up shop. So that's what they did. And then Abram set up another altar to the Lord. I'm assuming he said thanks. And now we are ready to start chapter 14. So guys, any comments? Like, if you think this went differently, I'm totally about communication here. Let me know. Comment below. Let's take this off. Don't forget Gracie. Don't forget to congratulate Gracie in the, let go. In the comments. If you don't watch Gracie, I'm sure that she will comment. You really need to, all you gotta do is, I mean, this is even easier than going and finding a link in my description box. Just look in the comments. Gracie Lou Bargain Guru. Okay, you tap on her icon and it will take you right to her channel, and then you can pick out what video you would like to watch. And she has actually really good giveaways, but she comes across really good bargains, and her videos are not like as long as mine, so there's that. This, I'll tell you what now, this it's a little bit soupy. And what I mean by that is there's just a lot of serum, and I actually left a lot, so I'm going to be using this serum for a few days. But on the knees and the elbows, the hands, I have found I've been getting, I don't know if it's dry, but I've been getting like sore, like right in this area. Ooh, let me lift it up. So I'm going to pay particular attention to that on both arms. And yeah, so it does brighten. I don't know, maybe after I've used it for a few days, I find that sometimes when they make claims like moisturizing, you might feel right away, and it does, it feels very moisturizing. But things like brightening, you might not realize until you've used it 2 or 3 times in a row. So there's definitely enough serum in there to use at least twice more. So I will check that out. But like even my little sore spot right there on my nose, that y'all, I know y'all have noticed that, feels very not hard. It feels nice and soft. And yeah, this is, I'm looking forward to using this mask again. And as far as you guys go, God bless you all. I hope you have just the most wonderful day. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-boom, boom. Wake up dancing. Every single day. Bye-bye.